Today we're going to be taking a look at Polygon City, low poly 3D art by Synty. Currently it's being sold for $20 in the United States. It has 128 reviews, leaving it at 5 stars, and over 3,000 people have favorited it. But we're going to be taking a deeper look and seeing if it is worth it. Starting on the example scene, we get to see it from a static camera point, and we see that, yeah, the art's beautiful. It's well designed, it fits together nicely, nothing feels thrown in or out of place. Jumping in is not too difficult either. All you gotta do is throw in a character controller and get rid of the previous camera, as to avoid that double audio listener bug, which obviously I didn't do. The only thing that I was worried about when getting this asset, which I actually worry about a lot with environment assets, and especially low poly ones, was scale, but as you can see, it looks good. A lot of times environment assets will make you feel like a hobbit or a giant, and I just don't get that feeling here. Everything feels like, I'm about the right size. But this is the example scene where it's meant to be shown off. So let's take a look at one of its more important claims, and that is its modular workflow. I already had a project opened up for the swim tutorial in Unity, which you should totally watch if you haven't already. Just like it advertised, it is modular. I tried out a lot of the assets as I was building out this level, and things mostly snap at 1 meter. Some things do snap at 0.5 meters, but that just makes sense because they're smaller props. We're not going to spend too much time with the characters since this isn't a tutorial video, but they have an animator, the rig is humanoid, and they have their skeleton, so it's good to go. Which kind of brings me into my next topic, and that's that this asset does have more than enough props and buildings to kind of set up an entire game around it. And any other props that you want to add, you could probably find for free, as it is a low poly art style. This is for everything except the characters. There are only 9, so if you're going to use this in your game, I would suggest maybe getting 1 or 2 more packs of characters from Synty. And the next thing that I got to compliment is the night mode of all of these assets. So with all these buildings with windows, all you need to do is go into their material and then increase the emission, and then you get this nice yellow tint to the windows, and not all of them do that, so some lights are on and some lights are off, which is just awesome for any outdoor asset where there's a lit interior. So would I recommend this asset? Yeah, I absolutely would. Be great for a finished project if you're going for a low poly art style. If you're making a realistic 3D game, then honestly you could build out your game with all of these assets. Use it to kind of test out your game, get a good feel for it, finish up a lot of the levels, and then afterwards you can come back in and slowly replace all the low poly assets with high definition ones. And this only works because a lot of city assets like this that are high definition are either really expensive or just not as good. It takes time to really build up a good library, and this asset will allow you to do that without taking too much of your production time. So all in all, the question with whether or not this is worth it, I would say yes. Synty is not sponsoring this video. I just like their product. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.